Hello everyone, my name is Nathan, and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included here in the One Duplicate Challenge. In between the episodes, I took myself the liberty of making my way back to Osista, and I'm now pumping out the planetoid once again. I also fixed the water piece on this heavy joint plate. And finally, I fixed the system here with the fish, so now what is currently happening? Oh no, we just missed a cycle. That is too bad. But yeah, what I meant to say, what is currently happening is the stuff is going into the filter and then I'm just filtering out the eggshells. So the eggshells are the only things that are actually being transported to the main planetoid. The rest of the stuff that lands in here is supposed to go to the tree because it is exclusively food, but we can also add other stuff like other critter eggs of critters that will eventually drown here. And when they turn into meat, this should also be picked up here since we set all edibles to be picked up. And so this would then all go directly to the tree here. I still have 8 fish, but this time around we received a gulp fry and a tropical fry. I don't think I have a lot of ways to steer that other than the water temperature, which currently is quite hot, over 30 degrees, which is why we should be getting mostly tropical fry, I guess. But yeah, other than that, this is fixed for the time being, and back at home we should also be already having some iso resin, almost 200 kilograms, and then tungsten I also brought with me 6.5 tons. So we can just let this go on in the background. I'm now doing my steam engine tune-up here, which of course is always important every once in a while when we come back to the planetoid. The engine tune-up theoretically should now last almost over 10 cycles. Actually, let's check out the new one here. Yeah, 9.9 cycles already. So that is quite a difference from the start. Good, looks like I went back to crafting some supercoolant. However, what do we need? Yeah, we need supercoolant on Frostibo, right? So do I want to send that over? Probably. Well, let's maybe think about this. What is the plan? Currently, I do have a solar panel here. I should also have some coal with me if we need some initial power. However, I figured what we can do is just utilize the iron volcanoes and we let an enormous amount of iron accumulate at the bottom and just use it for power production. Then the only thing we really have to worry about is how to create wrap bolts. And I guess we probably do that with Weeswort, since a nuclear reactor is just such a waste on this planetoid. Maybe we can make a similar system as we have going on right here, though it's going to be a little bit harder to cool these down since we don't have anything with atmosphere. So what if actually we prepared a little bit of supercoolant? We could send this over to Frostibo, and all we have to do for that is dump some supercoolant in here. This should be automatically picked up. No, not really. That was once. So let's reestablish this connection here. This should only go into the left launcher that is pointing to Frostibo, and we will be sending over some supercoolant. There it is, already 200 kilograms. I'm probably gonna go for a second bottle, though we're not gonna need much of it. Wait a second, actually thinking about it, we might not need anything at all. If we have the Weesworts going on, then that's probably all the cooling we require. So yeah, I think a single load of 200 kilograms is gonna suffice in this case. Okay, let's try this again. Supercoolant, just one load. There is stuff incoming from the other planetoid as well as we speak, but now I think we can just go for the ride. I mean, it's just 5 tiles away. If we forgot something, we're gonna go ahead and grab it again. And here we go, ready for the next mission. Holy cow, it's gonna take us less than a cycle to actually make it there. Very nice. Wonderful, here we have arrived at Frostibo. Let's first of all go ahead and set up an automatic dispenser maybe here on the top. There, now I have access to my materials. Let me see, I might want to put this a little further away. Considering we don't need demolition or super hard digging anymore, I might have to skill scrub myself again, which I think I'm gonna do right now. Yeah, let's just get this started until nighttime. The skill scrubber is actually overheating as I'm inside of it. This might even have a better effect. The automatic dispenser is gonna pick up everything but sweep only. I think I'm also gonna need a pedestal in order to get some of these entombed artifacts out of the way. My skills have been scrubbed, so that is already taken care of. Wonderful. Good. Now we basically want to have an efficient way to pick up all of these materials. The question is, are we gonna do that by hand? Probably not. Yeah, what I probably want to go for is something along these lines. Have some auto sweepers and automatic dispensers. That means I'm gonna need at least some mechatronics engineering, and then we just keep going with this pattern. My first goal is to just bring it all the way over to the ladder, so we have everything in one spot. Hook everything up to power, well, at least the auto sweepers. The automatic dispensers, I don't want to allow manual use. Sweep everything, low priority, and then we just copy these settings over for the other ones. I'm also gonna need access to all of the volcanoes. This one is good. Well, lag. The upper one is good. And here, well, we can reach somewhat. Maybe let's give us access at the bottom here. Thinking about it, they don't even need to be sweep only. If I disallow manual use, that's good enough. Now, to even make this possible, we need to set up a cold generator and we need to find a way to cool it down. We have all of this ice available to us. So I wonder, could we just go ahead, set up a temp shift plate with ice that goes right here? We go ahead and connect this with some cabling, and the goal is basically that the temp shift plate melts. It would also be useful to set up a smart battery here together with some cabling so we can influence the coal generator a little bit better. Lastly, I'm gonna set up a storage bin for the coal itself, and then maybe an auto sweeper right here might be useful. Sure. Oh, will you look at that? The temp shift plate already melted, so that is perfect. Let's just take away a little bit here. That's enough. Please connect again. Wonderful. Now the coal generator is working. I'm gonna set the battery to 95 and 60, and that should take good care of it. And that should be the cable connected. Okay, so stuff is already getting into motion. Maybe something else I should already take care of is the mini printing pod. We can have that right here, and I'm just gonna make it accessible for a brief moment. There it is. Inspect and activate, please. And then as soon as that is done and I picked up the data bank, I'm gonna deconstruct the ladders. Wonderful. Now our coal generator can kick in. Might not be able to keep up at full capacity, but this auto sweeper here is going to be done soon and we're going to require less and less power. In the meantime, it might be a good idea to go for the volcanoes that are currently dormant. Hopefully that is not going to be a mistake, but we're going to allow ourselves entry from here. Dig away everything here. Go ahead, analyze the volcano, I guess. Oh, totally forgot. For the analysis, I'm going to need field research. By the way, I'm aware there was quite a huge update for Oxygen Not Included, at least it seems though. I noticed it in the GUI, and there's also new stuff like the geotuner usage here. So I'm gonna talk about the update very briefly at the end of this episode. Looks like we're done with that one. It's gonna be active in 8.5 cycles. That is a little bit too soon for comfort. So I think what I would like to see is just a little encasement here at the beginning. I don't think it's gonna have the capability of heating everything up, but we can never be sure enough. The next one I would like to check out is this guy right here. It might actually be dormant. Yes, indeed, it is dormant. Wonderful. In this case, it's time to revamp this guy as well. Yeah, do that right away. And then we will also pick up the materials. Assuming the worst, we might also want to set up a border for that one. Igneous rock, good enough. Looks like we're done with this guy as well. It's going to be active in 54 cycles, so we have plenty of time with this guy. We don't even need the security on this one. We're going to be done long before that. The other two volcanoes are currently idle, which means they are active, and I'm not gonna dig them up just yet. Now it's basically just about waiting a little bit until we picked up all of the ice here, but there is a lot of it. 18.7 tons, 9.2, and another 4 tons here. Okay, it's gonna take a while, but you get the basic gist. We can now slowly but surely get rid of one auto sweeper after another. And then once we collected all the materials right here, we're gonna push them up somewhere to safety, where we then can take our sweet time before we have to ship it anywhere. And you can see it goes really quickly, since the auto sweepers are capable of picking up 1,000 kilograms at a time. So now once this is done, let me see, we have lots of granite. I think I'm just gonna build a layer of granite tiles here, and this is gonna serve as the pool for the molten iron. First auto sweeper is done, we can take it apart, and now it's really just a matter of time to get this fixed. Wonderful, just a couple of cycles later and everything is cleaned up. Now the entirety of the materials is right here, and I already made sure that everything that off-gases is right there. I accidentally took some slime out of my space shuttle that is not supposed to be on this planetoid. By the way, we now also have a pump just pumping out the rest, and this volcano here is going to become active very soon. And I think what we could attempt is to just build tiles upwards, and if I'm not mistaken, yeah, we can just bring this up, and this is like a lot of materials. This is over 200 tons of stuff. Honestly, it's probably even more than that, so I don't want to build another system to pick this up, but what we can do is just with lower and lower priority build a bunch of tiles, and then this should just be brought up. Are you? No, you just trapped yourself, idiot. Wait a second. Now, he's not doing anything. I mean, you're trapped. You cannot go anywhere. What's even happening? Okay, this thing is about to become active any moment now. First eruption already in a couple of seconds. Now, if we're lucky, we should be able to get rid of these. Oh, actually, I totally forgot. I prevented this from even going down to the bottom. Now, checking this out, this is still quite powerful, I have to say. This is more powerful than I anticipated because of the low density here, but it truly does have an impact. So I think what I'm gonna do, let me see. The problem is this is a little bit hot, and then if I take these apart, then the igneous rock inside it might melt immediately. Yeah, I still think we have to close this off somewhat. Yeah, I will do some trickery to get rid of that. I'm just gonna leave one space open. This isn't gonna allow this much heat to escape, but we can still eventually get rid of the gases. In the meantime, we keep on getting our materials upstairs here, just block by block. Wonderful. Yeah, check this out. It's working like a charm. Even better than I anticipated, honestly. But we're still under time pressure here. Down to milligrams so far. Good. We have a little bit of a volcano in the way. So I would say we're gonna make our way around. Where do I want to end up? Maybe we should go to the left, honestly. Yeah, I think I'm gonna build these two tiles and then I'm gonna gain access from the other side. And so now I should be able to push this over. I want to end up somewhere here. So this is going to be the last tile I'm going to push it over to. And now this should be fairly easy. Just keep going here with the top portion and then build one tile after another to push it over. Just one more left to go. And some of that we can already deconstruct again. And now we just ladder our way up here as well. Keep going. There was the second eruption. Let's see if that did anything. No, this is just holding up extremely well. Going up, going up. Man, I have to say, I've come up with more ideas thanks to this one duplicate challenge because I'm truly seeing the problems with this game. But yeah, honestly, this has been one of the series that I enjoyed the most about this game. We're almost there. I might even make it in this cycle, honestly. Let's get rid of these tiles here and then keep going up. Just a little bit, just two more tiles, come on. And there it is, the last one. All the things are upstairs. We can get rid of this column now, also get rid of the extra ladder and then clean up after myself, obviously. I'm moving the pump slightly up. I want to conduct an experiment because I'm not patient enough. I also would like to move the ladder all the way to the right side. And if we have some obsidian, the last few ones I'm going to build with that in mind. Something else we cannot forget is to protect the planetoid from the gases here. I'm now basically moving everything concerning the ladder and the power cable over to the right side. And then I'm gonna add a little self-made staircase right here so we can go into the bottom to maybe fix something. Okay, I gotta say, this is now working brilliantly because even inside of here, the air cannot heat up even more below a certain density. This means we can open up each of the volcanoes and hopefully also analyze them. And you can see we're practically done here. Let me just set up a little lip here so we don't overfill this in case all the molten iron catches up on us. And then we want to analyze this guy, which is idle at the moment. So it is going to erupt eventually. Now, honestly, I would much rather you taking care of that piece of ice because that's going to bite us in the butt otherwise. Look at the speed of the analysis. I just love it. This is the best duplicant ever. Well, for obvious reasons, but still. And there it is. Analysis done. It is going to erupt very soon. Now, I would like to avoid any accidents, to be honest. Maybe we should channel the molten iron into a specific location. I guess we theoretically could do that. So we just set up something like this and that, and it's gonna drop down here in the center. And we want to do the same thing for you. And then just add a little lip on the other side for each of these. There it is, erupting already. Oops, totally forgot about that. We probably should have sped things up, but I think we were lucky here. I just kind of want to avoid getting anything else liquid inside, and melting the sedimentary rock would not be a good start. Nice, so the first one is done. That means I can take away access to it. And now as for the second one, it would be nice to get these materials out of the way without melting them. So I'm gonna have to observe this. Okay, that's good. Let's also, actually let's pick up these materials first. Okay, and now we have to do something tricky. I'm gonna take this guy here apart, first of all, and then I wanna catch it midair. Wait. I might not be able to do it. Oh, I did it. Oh my gosh, I love it. Can we pull this off one more time? Okay, got them in the air. Now you turn around, pick these up. Oh, no. Okay, now we just have to hurry a little bit. No problem. This is gonna take a little time to heat up. Done. Okay, maybe I made this a little bit more dramatic than it needed to be. Nice, we're also done with the upper one. I just have to analyze it. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I want to pick this guy up, but then we can let it flow. Let it flow. Wait. You have to pick this up. Nathan, did you learn nothing? And now we also get rid of these ladders and just pick up all the materials on the floor before it is too late. Now we can also clearly see a couple of milligrams is just as good as vacuum. There's no heat transfer whatsoever. Wonderful. Just this guy to go. Maybe pick up the ice and after that analyze it. Wow, this was actually a great idea. I wonder how this is gonna look in 1,000 cycles time. But yeah, the overall idea is eventually if we want to, we can also tap into some heat power generation while at the same time getting more materials. And then we just have to come up with a system to feed the temporal tear opener and kind of protect the planetoid for the meteor showers. Come on, guy, you can do it before bedtime, and you can also pick up the batteries. Do that. Are you coming down? Yes. Nice. Now, I think as a wrapping up point, I'm going to divide this somewhere here. So this is going to be all protected. However, we still need to be a little bit careful so we can get rid of the rest of the gases. And then we can also get rid of this ladder. Yeah, we should do that. Ooh, okay, I was worried there for a moment. Now I'm just hoping molten iron doesn't have quite the same property as normal magma, since this would be a too long way for it to flow. But here we go. I would say at this point we can wrap up the episode. We completely prepared this planetoid for a molten iron lake. And honestly, I'm gonna be really curious. I think I'm gonna close this off here and then we can think about what to do next. But it's probably gonna be something about fueling up the temporal tear opener. With that out of the way, I'm now gonna have a look at the update notes just in case we missed something very important. And for everyone else who already knows, I thank you for watching and hopefully I'm gonna catch you in the next video. Inside the main menu here we have the patch notes. There's a new story trait, the Mysterious Hermit. New buildings include the Geyser Manipulator Geotuner, the Rocket Boosting Mission Control Station, and the Liquid Cooled Conductive Panel. Holy cow, this is it. Hopefully this is what I'm thinking it is. 2 new room types, the Laboratory and a new kind of private bedroom. Introduction of the supply closet for managing cosmetic items and tuning changes, bug fixes and quality of life improvements. We added a conduction panel that exchanges heat with buildings it overlaps with, offering a new way to cool down space industry buildings. This is amazing. So no longer do I have to dump liquid on the floor for my cooling loops. I can just do it with the conduction panel. The laboratory enables the use of the geotuner, and the mission control station broadcasts guidance data that ramps up rocket speeds during flight. Love it. The private bedroom is gonna give a bigger boost in morale, but it requires a fully constructed back wall, a few decor items and a comfy bed. As for the Mysterious Hermit, you can convince him to join the colony by completing some tasks. It is now possible for artwork to be replaced with a different style of the same quality. Very good. Drywalls are now significantly cheaper and faster to build. Thank you. This was actually really good to look into. I'm especially looking forward to the geotuner and the conductive panel because holy cow, that is gonna change a lot of the designs. I would say with that out of the way, we're gonna wrap it up for good. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time and see you in the next one. Bye bye.